Folks, here we go. Here we go. All right, welcome to the show. Tracy does not have a clue of anything today because he had to show up late as usual. So Tracy, shirt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everybody watching. There's 3 people watching already. I appreciate everybody watching here. 4 people? 4 people? Okay, cool.
God,
okay.
That spider's nice.
A spider? Nice? Oh, I thought you were talking about a real spider. Hey, can you guys focus on this? We got a show to run. Yeah. A show.
You were late,
boss.
Chris.
Yeah, you were late, and you're going to lecture us about the show.
I had to do some, I had to do some stuff.
Did you hear what I said to you while you were on the phone with him?
I was talking to Dennis. I had no idea.
I know. You want to know what I said? And
what?
you can show Dennis this video. I said, he's off the clock. I'm his boss right now.
That was pretty funny.
Oh, I don't think so. That's not going to happen. Hey, Les, how you doing? Welcome to the show. All right. So we got a pretty good show today for everyone, and it's going to be awesome, I think. We're going to go through one of the topics really, really fast because next week we got a special guest, Les. I want to get all the stuff ready for Les next week to join us on the podcast and see how it works on one of the topics. I'm not going to tell you what the topic is yet. We'll tell you here in a second.
You kind of do that to me every week. Why would that be a surprise to me now?
What are you talking about?
Leaving me in the dark. I have no idea what we're talking about tonight.
Yeah, I sent you a text yesterday, remember?
Yeah, it said one thing.
What was that?
What are we doing in the off season?
No, I gave you the talking points. I gave you the talking points.
I didn't see that.
All right, geez.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, yes. I'm looking now.
All right. It might have been on Facebook because sometimes you message me on Facebook. Sometimes you message me on...
I told you, I don't get on Facebook very often.
Oh, my. You message me more on Facebook than you do on regular text.
Kids.
No, so listen, I send you links to stuff on Facebook because it's easier.
Hey, so before we get into that, I just want to say, wow, what a great event at Indian of Northern Kentucky over the weekend. It was. There was over 100 freaking people, over 100 people, maybe 150 people that test rode Indians on Saturday. I think there was 40 plus on Friday. The barbecue was awesome. I don't know. I think it was Three Brothers or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
I believe it was, yes.
Yeah. And it was very good. Very good.
I mean, I was only there
Tracy,
for an hour, but I had a blast.
Yeah.
It was good.
I personally didn't. We had some technical issues as usual. So I have a checklist now. Tracy, show up. Yes or no? Tracy, put the cords in. Yes or no? Tracy.
Wait. What?
Is it Tracy's fault if it ends the show wrong? Yes, Tracy. I marked all of it. But anyway,
That's a good thing we like each other, man. It's a good thing.
No, it's funny. Well, the Mac over here, it has a mic on it, and I have a Rodecaster, and so does Tracy. Mm-hmm. My USB, I had everything hooked up. My USB cable was 1 inch away from the actual connection. I don't know if it got pulled out. I don't know if it was, I forgot to put it there and just laid it there so I could remember. So we were talking into the Podcaster Pro, and it was not going into the computer, so nobody could hear what we were actually saying.
And that's where I was confused because I was hearing everything we were talking about perfectly. Mm-hmm. So I just assumed everything was working just fine. I had no clue that.
Yeah, I thought it did too. I mean, I actually had a wireless mic. I was going around the dealership. Mm-hmm. Nobody could hear a darn thing I was saying. All they saw was a video. But I'm telling you what, the experience was freaking awesome. Mm-hmm. And the actual show, the visible part of the show was just spot on. Mm-hmm. You got right behind us. We had the glass windows. Behind that was a bunch of people walking back and forth, and then behind that,
and then the
was
line,
the trailer.
Of course, it was there. Yeah, and then they had the line that was built all day long.
Yeah, the line.
The backdrop was definitely awesome.
It was cool. It was cool. Yes.
Yeah.
And we got to meet a lot of people. One was Todd. Todd was there, right?
Tom Morrison, wasn't it? Is it Tom?
Oh, Tom Morrison, yeah.
I think it's Tom, yes.
Yeah, there was another person too, but yes, you're right, yes.
And then we got to meet his better half.
His better half. What a great guy.
I can't remember her name right off the bat.
Dana, I believe.
Yeah.
Dana, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I actually had him on the podcast. He did a great job.
Yep.
Too bad the mic wasn't that good.
Yeah.
But
we didn't have
we'll
it
do
set
that
up
again.
right, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
do that again.
And then we got to see his beautiful pursuit. He showed it.
Oh
he
my
took
gosh,
us
he
to
has a
tour on his bike.
beautiful,
Yeah.
yeah, beautiful bike. Yes.
And that was just called a Brothers Barbecue.
Oh, Brothers Barbecue. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I took a picture, thank God.
All right. Yeah.
Brothers Barbecue Smokehouse. There's your plug.
I want to be honest with you. It was very good food. It wasn't very expensive either. They had some brisket. I had some brisket and some macaroni cheese with some. And I'm gonna tell you, the baked beans. Holy smokes, they were killer. I mean, literally, they almost matched. I can't, I can't make my wife mad, but they were this close, overtopping her beans, her barbecue
You're
beans.
putting yourself in danger, man.
She's way over there.
Yeah, well, you're still in danger.
He'll pay later, trust me.
That's what I know.
Yeah.
I'll pay later. Exactly. All right. So anyway, but that was great. Mike, and who's the person I always forget? What's his name? Scott.
Scott, Aaron,
Papa.
Shane.
Big Papa. How
Big
you doing?
Papa.
Hope you're watching tonight. You are. I said your name on the podcast.
Scott.
Scott.
Big
Scott.
Papa.
Scott. Scott.
But
Scott.
You know what was awesome, dude, is watching them guys work, and they were busy and they were talking to everybody. They were they did a great job that day.
And I want to.
Awesome.
And here's the question. I was like, hey, you get any sales? You get any sales? You get any sales? They said they're not interested in sales. They want people to have the experience. So they left everyone alone in that dealership.
Right. They were not hounding people, no.
Yeah, nobody was hounding nothing. I mean, it was just crazy how well they were disciplined on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think it's going to be a good event for them. Hopefully they get it a little sooner next year. I mean, I know it costs a lot of money for that dealership to do that. But I did go on one of the routes. I did videotape it, and there was no mic problems there. So I'll have that movie out hopefully next week. I'll have, if we don't go riding tomorrow night or Thursday night, I should have part 3 of the Cleveland trip done and have that posted on Friday. It's a little bit shorter. Yeah. Who's calling you, Tracy? Who's calling you?
Sorry. I got
Put
it.
that darn thing on mute. What do you think this is?
I got it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, Mark McDade said great route for the demo.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? I can't say enough about Max and Bob.
I was just getting ready to mention those guys, yeah.
And Les and Tom.
And Tom. They all helped out. I helped out. We gave them lunch. And that's when I went on to the route. The route was excellent. You're exactly right, Mark. It was a very good route. Just enough time to really get the test in motorcycles. What was really encouraging to me was a lot of people had some experience, and there was no really gapping in the groups. Because there was times, because they want to, to test these bikes. They want to see how fast they go and that kind of stuff. Mike gave him a chance. He'd go really fast on a straightaway and then slow down. That kind of stuff. And everybody, I think everybody enjoyed that. That was good. No tickets, no accidents. Like Max said, I did do an interview at the very end with Max.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
That one did have the sound right.
It did. I watched it. It was good.
That thing looked professional.
I don't think Max is going to go on that route anytime soon.
Oh, no. He did that thing. I think he put like 300 miles on his motorcycle in 2 days.
Yeah, he said it was a couple hundred miles that he rode around, yeah.
And it was, because it wasn't just taking test rides in the parking lot. You guys, he was out for 30 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Each time, right.
Yeah, each time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I give kudos to those guys, man. That was a lot that they did. They did a lot for that.
And then Josh, and we were going to go to some kind of event. I can't remember what it's called. What is it?
Wool Festival. Yeah.
And Josh and them went home, and while Josh was changing or getting in the car and getting their kids and coming back, we literally packed the truck up for them. Mm-hmm. We rode the motorcycles up in the trailer, and the guy was, that guy would have been there for 6 hours probably.
Oh, you guys helped him with that too? That's awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, sweet.
And that guy was pretty good too.
He was a nice guy. Yeah.
Is everybody's name Tom? What was his name? I thought it was Tom too.
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
I talked to him for a minute, yeah.
Yeah, he did yell at me one time. I was going to be at the back, help out there, do some blocking and stuff like that. And I parked at the very end of the trailer, and he comes down there and says, "Don't be parking there! Don't be parking there!" I'll be like, What are you yelling at me for, man? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to help my friend take a lunch. What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to move?" And I go, "Man, what is wrong with you? Why are you yelling at me? I can easily move somewhere, And he said, "Oh, you know what? I'm sorry." He apologized and everything else. And then after that, me and him get to be pretty cool. So, but I can see, because one of the Tom, that's what I thought. Everybody's freaking name in this freaking world is Tom.
It was a confusing weekend trying to get all these names down. That's for sure.
Yeah. So we did have a couple of our listeners come. And like I said, Todd was one of them. I keep on saying, I know. I did it on purpose.
I'm gonna correct you every time just so he doesn't get
Tom,
mad at you.
I know. I'm just doing it on purpose.
Are you sure it's Tom? I think it might be Todd.
Yeah, I think it is Todd.
Well, shit. Now you got me a mess.
This is a great freaking episode so far. Oh my gosh.
I really don't know now. Now I'm confused.
All right, well, you know what? I'm going to look on Facebook real quick. So Tracy, talk about something. How was your event there?
I had a great time. I enjoyed it. Again, I feel bad that the sound didn't come through on your end when we were doing that, because I think that
it happens.
We had some great things that we were discussing when you were videoing those bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I got to hear it all, and I just automatically assumed that it was working fine. But other than that, yeah, I mean, getting to meet Todd or Tom, we'll figure that out here in a minute.
Yeah.
So as soon as we get that figured out, I'll say that. And meeting his better half.
It's
Dana.
Todd Morris. I was correct at the first time.
So
it's
I'm
Todd
wrong.
Morris.
It is Todd
Man,
Morris.
you apologize for that guy.
So basically, I got the guy from the Indian trailer mixed up with Todd.
Yeah.
Todd, I apologize. Now I have it. But yeah, we got to have Todd on there, and I got to meet him. Another thing that happened that I thought it wasn't cool, but it was cool, was the lady was backing her Harley in the park.
Right
there. And yeah, there it is, Todd. He's gonna let us know. But she was backing her Harley in, and she accidentally did something and dropped it. And I'm telling you, there was 15 people on the spot to help her in a matter of a second. Yeah. And that was just thrilling to see all those guys and everybody that came over to help her out and make sure that she was okay and everything. So,
that was a big bike, and it happens to everybody. Don't act like it's never happened to you.
I want to say, yeah, it was no, it has. I've dropped mine a couple times. Mm-hmm. Not my Harley, but I've dropped bikes in the past. I try my best not to drop my Harley.
Yeah, but she was very embarrassed, and we corrected that really quick. We just said, "Hey, listen, everybody does it.
Everybody's done it.
Everybody does it. It happens." And there is a little bit of upgrade right there where she was trying to back in.
She was on a little hill,
a little hill, and I can see that happen to anybody. These bikes are freaking heavy, especially a freaking Harley like that. It is top heavy, and especially when she's going like that. Yeah,
it was a gorgeous bike. I will say that it was a beautiful bike. She had it customized, and you could tell it was fit to be her bike.
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful bike. That's the one thing I want to say right there. There was a lot of Harley Davidson riders there.
There were a lot of Harley Davidson bikes.
Yep.
Now, I didn't ride my Harley that day. I rode the Royal, but
yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's part of the dealership.
Yeah, that's why I did it. Yep, that's exactly why I rode it.
Yep. So we'll be going there back. I think not next week, but the week after that. We haven't decided. Was it going to be?
I'm on vacation the week after next, so whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that guy gets like
hey.
So we will have the Halloween one podcast there. We're going to do a lot more there on Tuesday nights with Aaron. Aaron's going to be our co-host for the winter.
Well, and I think we had talked about doing like a Halloween party and maybe getting our group there and just having a Halloween bash and having a good time. So hopefully Josh and everybody can make it, and Max and all them guys can make it. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Yep.
Les. And if I forget anybody, you're everybody a part of the group. We want you to come down. Yeah,
exactly. All right, so I guess we'll get started on this. What do you think? You think we're ready? You think we're going?
I don't know.
Before we start, everybody has to like the podcast. Okay, just go ahead and like it and subscribe because we need subscribers. I want to. Before we go there, I want to thank Jennifer
She's on Facebook, by the way.
All right.
Yeah, she's been awesome promoting us. I have to give her.
I think we're gonna have to hire her as our social media person.
She's our PR. She's our PR person.
So
yeah,
I'll be
absolutely.
sending you a link in the next couple hours, on our Facebook page, and you can start going crazy there.
She's absolutely our PR person.
Exactly. I bought a. It was a roll.
What?
Nice, Les. Nice.
Oh yeah,
Les,
that's
what's
great.
the matter with you? What are you doing? What is that? I bought a Harley that had a Royal Enfield engine in it. It was a royal mess.
That is awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Saturday's going to be a blast at their place. That's going to be fun.
All right, so the title of the podcast this week is the top 5 things, or I don't think I actually said 5 things that you do in winter when you're not riding your bike. Okay, and this is not just sitting on the couch watching TV and watching Hallmark movies, Jennifer. We're actually talking about motorcycle accessories and stuff like that. Okay, and believe me, we're gonna maybe get in depth. The slides are not in depth, but I'm gonna talk about the 5 things that we probably want to do, and I'm gonna talk about some people that actually make these things, some companies that I kind of prefer, and maybe Tracy can do the same thing. So first one we're going to talk about is what kind of robe we're going to wear at night when we're watching TV. So what do you think the best robe should be? And here's the screen. I think we're going to do it right now. Here we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. Upgrade accessories. That's what you really want to do in the wintertime. You want to look at your bike.
Do it, yeah.
Yes. And you're going to say, wow, that bike needs a new windshield. Or that bike needs new lights in the back. That's something that you can do in the wintertime. And now you need to make your list right now for your wife or your best friend or whoever it is that's going to get you a Christmas present, or yourself. Yourself. And then start wondering what you want to put on this bike for next season. Now, if you're going to trade it in, don't do anything. If you're going to trade your bike in next year, don't, because none of them accessories are going to mean anything to the dealership. So don't waste your money. But if you're going to get a new bike in the spring, if you're going to keep your bike in the spring and you're going to ride, this is the time that you really think about getting some stuff. Only old folks will. Yeah, okay, Jennifer.
Like you watch Hallmark.
Oh my gosh!
I tell you, man, I like her more and more every day.
You're right. But Connie is old. Anyway,
man.
Oh God.
He's on the couch tonight.
I'm in trouble now.
I'm telling you, he's racking them up.
All right, so you got a windshield on your bike, Tracy. So let's go ahead and hit the windshield, because these are the top 5 I think you should do. Okay.
Well, I think the two on this list that are the most important are the windshield and the seat, absolutely, and it changed my bike dramatically. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking forward to a long ride next year with you guys and seeing the difference out of it. Yeah.
So I got a Saddleman seat. I get asked all the time, how's it feel? How's it how's your ass sit in it? Is it comfortable? That kind of stuff. And I got to say, it's much better than the Indian original seat that was on my motorcycle. And the same thing goes with every single original motorcycle seat you get. They're only there. They're only made for asses. And Tracy is one. And it's not.
Dear Lord.
But the one I have is a Saddleman, and it actually has gel and it has a bunch of different layers. Now, what a lot of people misunderstand is, just like anything, you have to break it in. Your seat has to be broken. And sometimes that could be 1,000 miles, and sometimes that could be 1,200 miles. So don't give up on the seat the first week, all right? Unless it's very painful and you just can't, you just can't ride the motorcycle anymore because it's that bad. He's a mess. Right. I know I'm a mess. Yeah.
That's me.
I know.
I
put it on there anyway.
I have to say, with my seat, when I put it on, I was kind of worried about these same things that, you and I had talked about that, and I liked mine immediately. So, but again, I was comparing it to a stock seat that was not comfortable at all. So,
yeah, but you got a seat with like 3-inch memory foam.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really
that's what I'm saying.
Nice.
So it's going to be comfortable.
Yeah, it's really nice. It keeps my tiny tush cushion.
Well, it tries to pick him up a little bit on the motorcycle, so it looks like he's a little taller when he's riding it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
to set
3
up.
inches.
Well, if that was the case, I'd set up on the second tier where my wife is supposed to sit.
The other thing is, especially in the spring, when you start riding and you're going to go on the highway, it's going to get cold. The air's a little bit more crisper. You know what I'm saying? It's not like summertime. So I would say another thing you would want to think about is probably a windshield. A windshield, and Tracy just got one. And he gets less fatigue, and I would get less fatigue also. You know, explain about what happened to your windshield. What changed when you got it?
Well, again, I didn't get the tall one. Unfortunately, I got the I guess what they call the compact one. Only because the tall one was listed to be out of stock for like 3 months, and I'm like, well, I don't want to wait 3 more months. I want to just go ahead and get something. And man, so I rode it over to, where did we eat at? Cattleman's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where we met up there at Cattleman's. And I got on it a little bit. I got up to like 65, 70 just to see what what the difference was with it. And it's night and day. I couldn't believe it. And then talking to you, knowing when we got on the highway, and when we got on the highway at that point, I didn't have a windshield at all. And you got your big, whatever on your Challenger. You're like, I don't feel anything. And you're just like cruising one-handed. And I'm over there like holding on for your life. It's blowing me all over the place. And it makes a difference. The windshield makes a difference. And I know that Jennifer would say the same thing because she's got a big windshield on her Scout that she had custom made, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so too. She could probably let us know here in a second. So I'd say windshield is really very important, especially if you get fatigued a lot. The wind, if you go on the interstate or go anywhere faster than 45 miles per hour, you will get tired really fast. And you just, if you want to enjoy the ride longer.
And with that big ride that we took back during the summer, and I can't down to where was it? Where did we go?
Madison, Indiana.
Madison. That was the biggest thing that I had was I just got fatigued. I just wasn't ready for the endurance of it and the it really wore me out.
There's that key word.
Endurance.
Yeah, endurance.
We'll talk about that on the last slide here today. Yeah. We'll talk about that. Another thing is it's darker, and especially in the springtime also, it's darker still in the evenings. And then when it gets closer to summer, the days get longer, as usual. So lighting, very important, I think. Tracy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You reading something? Or what are you...
I'm sending a message to Todd here real quick.
Anyway, so I got a picture here, and I know a lot of people, and Hogwarts, I'm part of their website, but they don't have very many things of their. I'm not like a partner or anything like that. I'm just on their forums, and I post all the time for our podcast and stuff. And
I did not mean for that to say toddler. My bad.
You're calling one of our guests a toddler? Oh my God, you're fired, dude. You're fired.
What in the world?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Hogwarts right here, they're a pretty good company. They make a lot of lights they do make some for Indian, but mostly it's for Harley. So I know a lot of people that listen, and I know a lot of people that hang out with us have Harleys, but they just came out with the two, that light right there that's on the picture. Go to their website, check it out. I think it's only $700 some. Comes with the whole kit, goes right, it plug and play, and it looks pretty cool. And I know a lot of companies that are like probably about $1,300 for that light set for combo.
So where is that mounted at? I can't quite tell with the picture the way.
That's inside the actual fairing. It's inside there.
Okay.
It just replaces the old light. This is not the newer version of the Harley. This is like the 24 and before. So a lot of people like these lights because they're like Eagle Lights also. Yeah, Eagle Lights is pretty good. I know. What's that?
I'm laughing at Todd's comment. Don't call me late for dinner, but you can call me toddler.
Oh God. Oh geez. Oh my gosh. But yeah, lighting and also tail lighting, because I noticed that. So on our way back from what is it called? The Wool Festival. Yeah, Wool Festival. So Custom Dynamics. I have Custom Dynamics on mine. They're really nice lights too. I just haven't been on their page. I just know I want to give them props because they don't actually ban me for posting the podcast all the time. So, I mean, I know they have a lot of accessories for mostly Harley, but they do have some for Indian. But Custom Dynamics is a good. I actually have them lights on my back, and I also have the strober of the motorcycle, and that's what I'll talk about right now. So on our way back from the Wool Fest, it was dark. It was getting dark, and literally, I slammed on my brakes. I didn't really slam on my brakes, but there's a probably about 10 or 12 point buck that ran probably about 15 feet in front of me. All right, Les was behind me. And the only reason why he stopped as quick as he could is because my lights strobed and were bright so fast. I believe. I think that's what Connie said that, what's her name said. So, or he would have probably hit it too. You know what I'm saying? So lights do matter. And especially if you get the strobers where it gets your attention faster. Because, as we get older, Tracy, I mean, especially you, your reaction is a lot slower,
Yeah, that's true.
And when you see something go like, oh wow, what's going on? What this slams on the brake and it's flashing really fast, you kind of react a little bit faster, and that kind of saved both of us that night because that deer was pretty darn close.
Yeah, Les said that was a huge friggin' deer.
Yeah, that was a huge freaking deer, man. So we made it through it. We didn't go through it, but we made it through that little issue.
Now, did you have your things on your little deer sensor thing?
Yes, I had the deer whistle on too.
So yeah. I'm sure that helped a little bit too, probably maybe.
Yeah, the deer wasn't going like speedy. It was going it had a pretty good momentum, but it wasn't like going fast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I know it hurt it, but I would hope it was, if they hurt it, it was going the opposite way.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know if that damn deer whistle works, but hey, listen, I know I was alert and I could see the deer. It wasn't so fast that it jumped in front of me. So that was a difference in most time. Most time you never see the deer when it hits you, but I could see the deer actually coming from the far right, which was good. And again, I had some driving lights that were actually, pointed in that direction. Well, so I seen the light reflection off of them, and I was able to see them.
Well, now you installed some extra lights down on your lower, arms, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I haven't done that yet. I need to do that.
Yeah, and I have the upgrade Indian light too, that is a little bit brighter on the sides. So only when you're turning though. It's kind of like when you turn, the lights they turn on so you can see.
Now, do you have anybody brighten you when they see you coming? Are they thinking that you're brightening them or no? Nope. Nothing. Okay.
What's it say? Our bright light is probably as bright as, well, it's a car's coming towards you and they have two bright lights like that. It's a lot brighter. So ours is pretty much half the brightness, I would say, a car probably.
So I do a lot of night driving because I ride to work at night and stuff. I got a question for everybody.
Yeah.
So I've been getting brighted coming home at night. Is it because people think I don't have my headlights on because they only see one headlight? Is that what's causing them to do that? Or what do you think? What do you think's triggering that all the time?
Which motorcycle?
My Harley.
Oh yeah. It could needs to be adjusted. So
I never thought about that.
You might have hit a bump or something, or maybe it was never adjusted when it came out of the crate. Yeah.
Well, he did put that windshield on. He might have.
Oh yeah. He might have added. He might have made an adjustment on it. Yeah.
Huh. I just need to think. I was just trying to figure out why they're brighting me every time. Like it. I mean, I don't know. I got to think back, but it's been happening almost every time I come home.
Well, I don't want to say this, but I think.
Here we go. Here it comes.
I mean, it's the light that's reflecting off your forehead.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord!
God help me.
Well, it could be my flashing helmet light that I have on the back that's constantly.
Did you get a haircut, Tracy?
I don't have any hair, dude. Well, everybody knows that. Anybody that's met me knows that.
I know. Let's see. We got to talk about exhaust. Okay, so exhaust is another thing that you could do, and this is something that you can do because you're not going to be forced to ride your bike. It's something that you can do on a week. Just take some time off, take some time off, and just do it. I mean, a lot of people want to do their exhaust, and I've done it myself personally from the engine to the back of the bike, or I just put on slip-ons. So I've done both of them. It's pretty easy to do. It's not hard to do. You don't need a motorcycle jack. it's not. I mean, sometimes you could use it and make it easier for you, but most of the time you can just do it, while it's on the ground. So, but we're going to be doing yours. Did you order it yet, Tracy?
Not yet.
All right, so we got to get yours.
I got to pay for the windshield and the seat first. I'm still paying it, but it's on my list, though, man. It's on my list.
Yeah, gotcha. So exhaust, that's something that you can do, have some fun with it. Put that on your Christmas list. Make sure that they buy the right one because every bike's different. Every exhaust is different. You just can't just go on Amazon and buy exhaust because it's not going to fit the bike. So you come home and you get one of Tracy's exhaust that fits on his bike. It's only about this big. So all right, storage. Another thing that you can do is get some upgraded storage, trunk. Stuff like that. So what we're going to be talking about here on the next slide is some, ventures, and storage. But I tell you, the biggest thing I think I want to put an accessory on my bike is get these liners right here. Do you see that picture once the chat goes away? But the liners, they got little handles, so you can put all your stuff in there, Todd. You can put all your stuff in there, and then when you go to the hotel, all you do is get the little handles, squeeze them together, take your whole entire bag, nothing left in the saddlebags at all, into the hotel room. I think that's what's really good about these. So that's something that you can get some accessories there. If you got saddlebags, I know some people have saddlebags that look like luggage and they snap off really quick.
Yeah, they have those for my Royal.
Yeah. Oh, S&S. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tracy.
that's the name of the one. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Well, Blockhead's got one for you, right?
Who is it?
Blockhead. Don't they have an exhaust for you now?
Yeah. I haven't got to see the price on it yet, but they custom made one and they're selling it now. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So you need to look at them. Make sure you go to the right website. Don't get a virus like you did last time.
I know, right?
I know. Oh my gosh, we were doing a podcast one night, and I said, "Well," he started looking at Blockhead's website, and he messed up and got to a real weird website,
Yeah.
And it kept on doing these little windows like your computer's infected by a virus.
My
It kept on
went
popping.
haywire, yeah.
He kept on with the X out of it. Next thing it'll pop up again. It'll be like 10 and 4 of them, and we're trying to do a podcast, and he's like clicking over there and it's like, what's going on? I got a fucking virus. Oh, sorry. I got a freaking virus. I gotta get off this podcast. I gotta go. No, man. I was like, what are you talking about? There's no freaking virus. There's no way you got a virus.
It was a rough one, man. I was all bent out of shape on that deal.
So what he did was he actually went to this website, this scam website, and he okayed notifications. So the notifications just kept on popping.
They just kept coming.
So once we got off the podcast, I had to walk him through it and fix his computer. So, but he was going nuts. He thought he was done. His computer was done. I said, I want to restart it. It's never gonna open back up. I said, it's okay, Tracy. It's just a notification. I'm telling you, that's what it is. But anyway, all right. So I think that's about it for upgrading accessories. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more. I mean, if anybody wants to put it on chat there, we can talk about that. In a few.
Well, and don't forget like heated grips. You can do heated grips, things like that to try to get you through the winter if you want to get out and ride when it's like 40 degrees out or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Heated seats, you can get that.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah,
you can get heated gloves.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you're really bored, you can go out there and get a really nice like winter suit and wear it.
And we're going to go more in depth in a couple weeks when it gets closer to Christmas, probably about the first or second week of November, where we're going to go over some Christmas presents.
Jennifer said
I was going to say like the
locks.
Christmas wish
Quad
list.
locks.
Yeah,
quad locks.
Yeah.
Phone accessories.
Yeah, phone accessories. Yep. Hand grips. You're all exactly. You're right. You guys should be doing the podcast. I was wrong completely. I'm telling you, you guys have better ideas than I do. I just thought of 5 of them, and you guys thought so many of them. Hand grips. You got quad lock is a good one. I'm telling you right there. I didn't even think that one.
Yeah, I love my quad locks. I have them on both my bikes.
Now, if you want to do an engine upgrade, make sure you take it to somebody that knows how to do it, because that is a difficult. Unless you're really good at motorcycle engine repair and all that kind of stuff, I would not tackle that. I'd probably just say, let the dealership take care of it.
Well, especially with all the computer stuff that they got to do to them now with the tunes and everything.
Yeah.
It's not like we're talking about an old carbureted bike that you want to fix up or something,
But you're right. Listen, your bike's going to be sitting in your garage for at least 3 months, probably, or more. What are you going to do with this bike? You can't let it. I mean, we're going to talk about. I can't say anymore. I'm done with that. Okay, we'll go to the next one. All right.
Well, wait a minute. I got a question for everybody.
Yeah.
I want to know if I'm the only one here, or if everybody else does this. How many of you go out to your garage and look at your bike every once in a while because you're bored during the winter? You're like, I just got to see it. I want to see it. Do you just go out there? Do you ever go out and sit on it? I've done that before. Chris, have you done that? Have you gone out to the garage and been, there's my baby?
But the problem is, you have to do 3 bikes.
Well, I have a bike sickness.
Yeah, you need to go.
Chris will tell you, if you guys don't know, I think about bikes 24/7.
Yeah, he does. He sends me text messages every day on Facebook Messenger about this bike, that bike, this bike, that bike, and it'll be like, here's your next upgrade. Here's Connie's bike. Here's Jennifer's bike. Here's Josh's bike. Here's Todd's bike. I'll be like, won't you message them? Why are you giving me this information? Message them, chicken.
I'm just keeping you in the loop, man. I'm trying to educate you.
Jennifer said that they start theirs up.
Yeah,
got to start them up periodically.
Yeah.
There's one thing. That is true. I do that too. Yeah.
There's one thing I don't do. If it snowed and there's a lot of salt on the ground, I will not ride my bike. Hey, Glennie, welcome to the freaking podcast.
Sounds like an intervention is needed.
Yeah, exactly.
You are so right, Glennie.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Oh, yes, exactly right. Glennie's in the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
but yes, I will say I made that mistake riding one of my bikes 2 or 3 years ago after a snow, and I tell you what. I went around a couple of corners and I'm like, you know what? I'm going back to the garage. This is not happening.
Yeah.
I was sliding all over the place and I was like, and then as soon as I pull up in the garage, I'm wiping around my tire and all this salt dust is just coming right off of it.
Yeah. And since you got a Harley, you probably, shut the light off and you can hear it go.
Well, I was actually,
rusted.
that was on a Honda Grom that I did that on, not on my Harley. One of my 12 bikes, man.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's go to the next one. So, what else can you do? What do you think? Because what do you guys think the next slide is going to be about? What should you plan? I'll give you a hint. What should you be planning for next year? So start typing in the chat, and the first person to write will get a.
Wait. Yeah. Is this a right or wrong answer? Are you
It's
sure?
a right answer. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. What's the next slide going to be? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
All right. I trust you.
Okay. This is something Josh has got to do for next year.
That's right.
I'll give you a hint.
Slinging some Can-Ams.
No, not that.
Okay, no, not that. I'm talking to Jennifer. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, it is a chat. All right, so let's go. We'll go to the next slide since everybody's so big chicken and they can't, be a friend and do it. All right, here we go. Adventure planning. All right, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, adventure planner. That's what you're going to be next. It's going to be planning your adventures next year and some ideas that you want to do. Some of these are, beyond cost. I put the best 3 here, and some of them are pretty close to our area. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to do a vacation or you're going to do a real long trip, these are some of the best locations in America. So you got Pacific Coast Highway. Okay, it's 450 miles. It's San Francisco to Los Angeles, all right? And you can read the highlights there, but that's a pretty nice ride. You ready to go, Tracy? You ready to go?
Yeah, if you're going to, train my bikes across country first.
Yeah, we got to get you a bigger windshield. And then number 2 is Tail the Dragon. We are actively planning a Tail the Dragon. I believe Mark, we're going to be planning that sucker. So, I don't know what part of the year should be better. Probably the spring, I would imagine. But we are planning one for that. I'm definitely going to go to the Tail of the Dragon. And there's another highway there also What is that called? Somebody type it real fast. You know what I'm talking about. It's like 15-second delay here, but that's right next to the Tail of the Dragon. It's some kind of Pacific highway or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but it's actually even better than the Tail of the Dragon down there in Tennessee. All right, so and then Route 66 in the U.S. It's 2,400 miles. Yeah, that's going to be a great ride there. So that's the three in the United States that you can. There's tons more that you can do. I can't spell it. You can't spell it. Yeah, no, I can't either. That's the reason why I'm not saying it. Yeah, that's it. Chirahala. How do you say that, Connie?
Well, don't look at me.
Oh my gosh.
I want to hear Jennifer say it. I have no idea.
Jennifer.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. Well, there's different ways of spelling it. I can see the Skyway. That's what it is. The Skyway. Exactly right. We'll go ahead and put these up here in the comments real quick. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the other one down in Tennessee that we're going to do at the same time. So we're planning that. It's going to be great. And then if you're really ambitious and you got tons of money, okay.
Oh shit! Here we go. That rules me out right there.
Yeah, and you want to take your bike to another country. These are some that are pretty cool. Okay, so they got the Great Ocean Road, Victoria, Australia. Okay, so you can fly there. It costs you about $7,000. $2,000 probably take your motorcycle over there, or you can probably rent one. You could probably rent a Harley or an Indian over there, and you can do this nice stretch of 150-mile highway here. I understand it's pretty cool if you really want to do something like that. So, and then another one would be, how you say that? Right
Amalfi?
There. Amalfi Coast in Italy. Now that would be something pretty cool. Now it's only 40 miles, but I'm sure there's other places to ride over there. You're going to Italy, man. So you can rent a motorcycle for a day, take a little ride, and have some fun on the coast and that kind of stuff. So, and then North Coast 500, Scotland. Holy cow. Who would not want to go to Scotland? Would you, Tracy? Would you go to Scotland and ride a motorcycle?
It's beautiful scenery there. I know that for sure. All those places are gorgeous scenery.
516 miles.
I would caution riding in other countries, though. It could be a little bit more dangerous.
You might be on the wrong side of the road. Are these on the opposite side of the road?
Yeah, you're going to be on the, you got to follow the laws. I mean, come on, guys.
Follow the laws. That's not what
we're talking about here.
No.
Yeah, you will be on the other side of the road. You have to get used to it. I'm sure you'll be able to adapt. Okay. Mm-hmm. People do this all the time. But if you're ambitious,
it's the $7,000 that I haven't adapted to yet.
Right.
Hey, listen, somebody can give me $7,000. I will do it. We'll go over there. Okay. We'll take care of this trip. And we'll film it.
Let's talk to Josh about this and get Josh on board.
Yeah, we'll get Josh. So we're going to do an IMRG, and we're going to take a barge with all our motorcycles across the ocean.
What Chris is saying is, if you want to take out a second mortgage to go on one of these rides, go ahead.
Exactly right.
Todd said Scotland would be his choice.
Yeah, Scotland would be mine too.
That's gorgeous area. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there we go. Jennifer showed us how to actually say it. So I'll put that chat up there in a second. So there you go. That's how we really pronounce this. I still can't do it. Chirahala Skyway.
Holla at your boy.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it.
That's what she said.
I can barely say freaking Tracy's name.
How about we just do Maggie Valley?
Maggie Valley would be good, yeah.
Moonshiner 28.
There we go, yeah.
Blue Ridge Parkway.
Now, that's it. Blue Ridge Parkway located? Where's that at?
That's down there too. I'm pretty sure. Down in Tennessee.
Where's that at, Tom?
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think.
So we're gonna do the triple chapter ride next year in Scotland. Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mark's paying for it. Or Iron Pony. Yeah, the dealership up there is gonna pay for it.
Oh, Jennifer said Blue Ridge Parkway is busted.
Oh yeah, it probably is. Yeah. It's busted.
With the floods.
Yeah, from the floods. Yeah. If you haven't seen the last podcast before, the Indian one, we talked about flood and all kind of stuff down there, and how our brothers and sisters are feeling the brunt of that, because the help is very needed, And if you want to go back on that podcast, you can see there's a lot of information about where you want to where you could donate if you wanted to. All right, so you could be planning, dreaming while you're sitting on the couch, wondering what you want to do next year on plans. And this is the time to do it. Get your whole calendar lined up. Tell your work you're going to take a whole entire month off, and then tell them to suck it.
Oh, Ride with Purpose is on here.
Ride with Purpose. Welcome to the channel.
He said he wants to ride across Ireland.
Oh, yeah. That's one of them. When I looked this up, there was 13 of them. Ireland was on there. There was a couple of Finland to something else, which is pretty cool. In the Alps. There's some roads in the Alps that are really freaking cool. We watched a couple people on the motorcycles that took their Harleys over there, and riding. So this planning stuff, that's what we need to do. We need to start right now, so we don't do it ourselves. We do it as a group, so we all have the same time off and that kind of stuff, and rock and roll. So, Mark and Josh, get to work.
Riding in Costa Rica is amazing too.
All right, so let's see here. So what we're going to talk about next week on the podcast, we're going to have Les as our guest. I don't know if we're going to have it, what location it is. It's probably going to be here. You guys are keep on typing in the comments. You guys are keep on making me talk about this stuff. Just kidding. Keep on doing the comments. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so next week it's going to be winter storage for Michael's motorcycles. All right. So and we're going to talk about that. We're going to say how we put our motorcycle up. Now I know some people, if it's warm, they're going to be riding. Okay. Because the weather's kind of pretty unpredictable around here, and so you just got to be. I mean, if you want to ride, just be safe out there, Because what happens with people, they forget about motorcycles because they don't see them. So when you're riding in the winter, and people, it's a little bit more dangerous because people are out of sight, out of mind. They don't think that a motorcycle is going to be out there. It's cold and that kind of stuff. So they're not even going to be looking. Hardly. They're just going to see if there's a car coming, and they're going to move out, and they don't see that little motorcycle coming. So just be aware of that. It's a little bit more dangerous for people to ride in the winter, just because people are just not used to seeing motorcycles out there. They don't expect us being out there. So just remember that. And other things, you got salt, you got moisture, you got road potholes that just creep up overnight because that's how the winter is. And then you come around the corner. Yesterday there wasn't a pothole. Now there is. And you could wreck your whole bike. So always be careful in the wintertime. Things change rapidly in conditions. All right. So next week, Les will be on, and we will be talking about the great... I can't keep up with these
Jennifer
comments.
has a point. She said they don't look when it's warm.
Yeah.
Or did you mean when it's cold, Jennifer?
Well, it's warmer in the winter months. She's exactly right. Yeah. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, just gotta be ready for that. So that is basically. Let's see if I got anything else here. Let's see. That's a lot of it. So the other thing. This is I didn't know if I was going to do this, Tracy.
Oh, here we go.
I was going to put you on the spot.
That's nothing new.
All right, so
yeah, really.
So this happens to a lot of motorcycle people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it literally does. Not just you, me, Josh. Other than Josh is a rare occurrence. Okay, at the end of the summer, because I'll tell you why here in a second. So what happens in the wintertime? Tracy, what do you do?
I get depressed because I can't ride.
Yeah, and what else do you do? You get kind of lazy, right? You get tired.
I'm that all year round.
Oh boy, here we go.
And you kind of get like on the couch.
Not in shape is what you're.
Not in shape, exactly right.
We found that out back when we went on that ride in July.
Yeah. So what happens in the summertime? You actually gain weight when you're riding a motorcycle. Can you believe that?
I don't know. I haven't gained.
Other than Josh has lost weight. So you do, because what happens is, well, you don't go on rides like we do. So we take a big ride, and where's our destination? It's usually a restaurant. Okay.
That is true.
It literally is.
And we eat well, yes.
Yeah, and we eat well, and it's freaking great, right? And we went to the Cattleman's, and I ate the whole damn salad bar, freaking steak, and a couple chickens and something else, right? So,
yep.
And then you get right back on the motorcycle, and you're sitting for 3-4 hours on your way back. Yeah.
And all that food just sits there until you
exactly
get home.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have a challenge for everybody. Okay.
Oh, did you hear, Jennifer? If you ride correctly, it burns calories.
Well, it's according to how you
I'd have
what
to
you
agree
ride.
with that,
I guess
'cause I felt like I was burning calories.
Did you see Les before you go any further?
What's that?
He says, "I'm in shape. Round is a shape."
That's valid.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys a picture that I was 1 year ago, right before I hit motorcycle season. Okay, this is no joke. This is me, and I've gained 20 pounds over summer. And I was like, wow. And I'm not afraid to talk about it because we've got to fix this, okay? Hey, so before we go anymore, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. This is the way this podcast is. We're trying to be having some fun, but we're also trying to be educational at the same time. And if you want to comment. We'll answer your questions and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, here we go. I gotta get it fixed. I gotta get back in shape, and everybody needs to get back in shape. And I'm gonna tell you, if you got a phone, okay. Before I go to the next slide, if you got a phone, go to your app store. If you have Android or if you have Apple, okay, and go to the app store and type in this letter HEVY. If you can put it's heavy.app. If you could put that in the chat, okay. Now this is a social media app, okay. It's kind of similar to Facebook, but it's only for workouts, okay? And stuff that you can do at home or you can go to the gym, whatever you want to do. And you guys can actually follow me. I literally, this is no joke, I have like 1,200 followers on this app because I've been on it for like 3 years. She says I'm live and off.
I'm logging off. I'm not listening to you call me fat.
I have never called her fat. What are you talking about? Anyway.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Jennifer.
I would not do that.
I would not do that.
That girl put a hurting on you.
She will kick your ass. Exactly right.
That's right.
All right, so I'm gonna put the slide in here. So, there we go. See, I look like that 1 year ago, and that's not no Photoshop or anything like that.
Yes, that is. That's got to be Photoshop.
That is not Photoshop.
No, that's not Photoshop.
That is not Photoshop.
Todd, you're just come on now.
No.
He was looking mighty fine.
You went to a
so
spa
I gotta get back
and
to
you
it.
seen a spa guy and had a dream, and then you come home and looked at Chris and thought that was your spa guy.
Exactly right. You're funny. So anyway, if you go to the Heavy app, you install it, you sign up. It's free. You don't have to pay for anything. And then my name is Solo Night on there. And then friend me. And then you can see my workouts, and I can see your workouts, and you can make comments on my workouts and say, "Oh, listen, you didn't change none last week. You look still fat," and that kind of stuff. But if you're interested in it, and that's one thing I notice every year is when you sit, not really sit, but you're not riding a motorcycle, and when you get out on that spring, last spring, when I first got my motorcycle out, I went down. And I felt good about it. I felt good. I was going down the freaking road, and then I did a U-turn. I would do 100 times. And I felt like the bike was falling over, and I got my foot caught underneath the the saddlebags and almost broke it. And I would have been out for the whole season. So if you're not riding your bike, try to stay in shape one way or another, And this app is free, and you can do some workouts if you have rocks in your house. If you take rocks and you want to lift with rocks, that's up to you. If you have dumbbells, do dumbbells, and that kind of stuff. But try to stay a little bit in shape. I know this is kind of boring and kind of not motorcycle related, but it kind of is in the spring because you'll be ready and you'll be fit, ready to ride that bike, and you won't be. What do you call it? What do you call it? Fatigued, yeah. Endurance.
It helps you build up your stamina and endurance.
Yeah, your endurance. So don't be shy. I'll tell you. I'll look out here. I got a Heavy. I'm not kidding when I tell you. You can look me up, and I have people following me. Is 1,200 followers. I have
I don't know. We got to
1,200
get this
followers.
screenshot off of here, man. I've looked at your muscles hanging out there enough.
Are you? Is your wife downstairs? I hope she's not.
No,
watching.
I wouldn't let her
Just
see
kidding.
this. This is
All right, let me go back to the screen here. But anyway, hey,
That's
sign up
blurry.
and follow. We can do it as a team. We can do it as a team, and you know, you don't have to work out every day, but at least you can follow me and see what I'm doing, and it'll show you. It literally shows you little diagrams of how to do the workouts, which will make it easy for you. So you just want to do some, you know, leg sets and stuff like that. So it should be beneficial. But that's the last thing I would talk about. You know, what should you do in the wintertime? You know, we probably lost everybody off the podcast with that one. But anyway, but I thought it would be interesting, this chair. You know, hey, listen, I know it's kind of like, but it's wintertime. What else are you going to do? Sit on the couch and watch Hallmark?
I told you what I do. I get on YouTube and look at motorcycles all winter.
Yeah.
That's how I know what I want to buy the next year.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So anyway, anybody got, hold on a second. Did Jennifer log off?
No, she's on here.
Should she leave? You know?
You had her
should've.
close. You had her close.
All right.
Oh, she's got Iron Pony Weight Loss Challenge.
There you go.
There you go, Jen. She is your PR person.
I'll
here.
tell you what. I'm telling you what. I'm going to invite her to the admin, because I actually invited Tracy to the admin page of Iron Pony Life. He hasn't done a shit. He hasn't done nothing. So I know Jennifer. She would do it. She would do it in a heartbeat.
I like you, Todd. Todd's got, hey, I like
Hallmark.
Hallmark.
Yeah.
I do too, Todd.
My buddy right
That's
there.
quality time with your spouse right there. He's forgetting to talk about that.
At least you know how it's going to end.
Right.
Yeah, they're all the same. So
That is true.
There's no guessing game. It's two people that seem to get along but don't, because there's going to be another guy that's going to get involved and it's going to knock the other guy out. And the next thing you know, they're at the end. Oh my God, I love you.
No, Hallmark is about
my
Hallmark
gosh.
is about being happy, sad, and happy again, all at
Yeah.
the same time.
There you go. And what's the other channel that you watch, Connie? What's it called? American Family or something?
I don't have that anymore.
Oh, you got rid of that?
No, you got me a new service that doesn't have it. That
So I
on
helped you
purpose.
out.
That's on purpose, dude.
Well, here we go. We gonna
My
see
strange
Tracy on a.
My strange addiction.
That is a fact.
Oh shoot, that's freaking crazy.
Oh man.
All right. So anyway, so Tracy, what do you got? You got anything?
Nah, man, I think I've said enough tonight.
You said enough. I think this is a great podcast. I think we had
That
some
is.
fun tonight.
We've had some fun, yep.
Yeah. So Tracy, actually, Glennie, you ever going to be back on the podcast? You know, you're going to come back on here.
Yeah,
Are you going to go to the Halloween party at Indian?
We need everybody to show up there. I'd like to see all these guys there at that
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. You got to dress up though.
Well, he will, won't he? I'll have to bring him his googly eyes.
Yeah, Connie's on the heavy app also too. But yeah.
Yeah, you can't tell.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody watching. Next week we have a good show coming with Les, and like he's going to be the guest. And we're also going to have a big party at his house. I can't say the location right now; it's undisclosed. But some people are invited. I'm just kidding. But I got to do a Saturday. I got to do a charity event. I'm going to be doing a charity event on Saturday. I'll be painting some classrooms in a school while they're on break, fall break. So when they come back, they'll have some. Tracy, are you working Saturday? You want to come and join me?
I do work Saturday.
Does anybody want to help on Saturday? You know, anybody on the chat that lives by Cincinnati? Come on, we'll do some painting at a school, and make sure because
Are you going to be coming straight from there to Les's house, or are you going to go home and get a shower, or what's the plan
I'm coming.
there?
I'm going to park my bike over to Les's house on Friday night.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to go straight to his house,
Okay.
and it should be around. I get there probably about 12 or 1.
Oh, you're going to get there way before me. I won't
Yeah.
get there till 4 something. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to help
All right.
Les out with anything he needs because he's a great guy. So anyway, Saturday ride. Oh yeah, so second Saturday ride. So I wish I could show up there, but it's a mandatory thing I have to do. So
Well, Todd also wants to know when the Halloween party is. Have you finalized that or no?
Let me look at the calendar, and we got to make sure.
We had a date. I thought we were talking like the 22nd, I think. Was it
22nd
Tuesday,
or the 29th?
Tuesday the
yeah.
22nd, I think, is what we were looking at.
Right, what we're doing right now is the 22nd. Yeah.
Yep.
And the podcast will be a little bit earlier today because they close at 6. So we're talking about everybody getting there around 5 o'clock, having some fun, maybe stay a little bit later, and then we'll have to kick everybody out. So, and then we'll do the podcast.
I think he said something about we could stay till about 7 or 8 or something like that.
I think it's 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Oh, Jennifer said that they're gone the week of the 26th through 11/2.
26. Okay, so 11/2. Okay, so yeah, we should have it on the 22nd because we gotta have Jennifer there.
Yeah, they got to be there the 22nd for sure.
And I got a wig for Josh. So we'll get a name badge. We'll make him Jennifer that night.
Yeah, that's gonna be hilarious.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Hey, we want you to be there. You're going to be one of the stars of the show, Jennifer. What are you talking about?
She's got to be there.
All right. Well, anyway, I don't think we got anything else, unless anybody else got anything out there. I do have we got an interview of a pretty cool person, Billy Miser. I think that's how you say his name.
Mm-hmm.
That will be on November 5th. He hasn't confirmed that yet, but I'm trying to do November 5th, and at Indian Motorcycles there.
I looked up some info on this guy. He's
the real deal. He's the real deal, and then we'll figure out what else we're doing. I know I got a I think it's Bikers, not Biker with Purpose, but the Michigan podcast. What is that? Bikers podcast. What is that one, Tracy?
I can't remember. Gosh. Ride with Purpose was on earlier. Maybe you can type it in there if he's still on. I don't know if he's
Michigan
still on.
Bikers podcast.
I think it's right.
We're going to do an interview there so we can help him out. But that's the future. We got a lot of things planned. And if we get the 500 before the end of the year, because Tracy said there was no way it was going to be done.
Well,
Jennifer
I've already got to eat
lot.
Hot wings already. Don't forget that deal. Too.
Oh, yeah, we got to do that.
Yeah.
We can do that on Halloween night.
We'll do that on Halloween night, yeah.
Yeah, because that way
so everybody can witness it
You
firsthand.
can really look sick. Anyway, not just fake.
Foaming at the mouth.
Probably will be.
Yeah, mine.
Wait, I don't know if I want to ruin the party night by eating hot wings. We'll have to think about that.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, but I think that's about it. Okay. Get off everything. Yeah, it is a little bit farther for you, Todd, since you're up there in Rushville. But if you can make it.
Hey, take a personal day.
Yeah, it's a POD, man. Personal
POD,
day off.
paid day off. Yeah,
paid day off. Yeah, so if you have friends that are motorcycle and they're missing this podcast, help us out. Send it to them. Once again, everything. Once we get to 500, then here's the other thing I need you guys to do. Okay, and I gotta be really scripted about this because I can't really have the algorithm figure this out. Okay, so I'm gonna say it really slow. So Tracy, I'm gonna say something. I want you to say something in the middle. I don't care what it is. I need everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yes, whatever you say.
To watch
this
or more of our
cast.
And just go take a shower or whatever it is and let it play. Because we also need hours of time. So we have a lot of subscribers. We have a lot of people that actually watch the podcast, but we're way behind in hours. We need 3,000 hours. And the more we people just do that what we asked a couple of seconds ago, the faster we'll get to there too. But anyway, thank you, Jennifer, and anybody else that has been sharing this podcast and has got us new viewers. I really appreciate that. I know Tracy does too. And I think we're
Michigan Biker Podcast. That's what
Michigan Biker Podcast, exactly.
Mid-Michigan. Yep.
I'm going to reach out to him, let him know. I'm going to reach out to him sometime, probably if we're not riding tomorrow or next. I'm going to send him a text message about. We're going to connect and see how his connection is. For some reason, he said he had a 17 upload. So I don't know if that, we'll see how that works. He might have to go to different locations. Sometimes we've done podcasts, where they're sitting in McDonald's because their internet's pretty fast. And then we can get that to do it. All right. Anyway, everybody have a good night. Tracy, you got anything?
Nope. Have a great night, guys.
Connie, you got anything?
Have
I
fun.
don't.
All right, everybody, have a good night. See you next week. Like and subscribe. Wow. After show comments here before we go.
I don't know, man. That was a great show.
Yeah.
Good
night,
time.
Jennifer. Good night.
Good night, Jen.
Have a good night.
Had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Good night, Glennie, Todd,
everybody. Yep, Mark. You guys all rock.
Les.
You guys rock. You guys are the ones that make us do this for fun. We do it for fun. As long as there's people out there watching, we
Tracy, if you're still there.
Tracy,
The
yep.
Tracy girl.
Yep. Mark was on there.
Yeah.
Yep. Tracy, Les. Yep.
Yep. You guys rock.
You're awesome.
Here's what I'd say right here. That's right. That's right. Everybody have. Oh, my daughter's here. Oh, how you doing? You want to come on here real quick? What? Oh, hey, come over here and say hi to everybody. I'm gonna have her on the podcast as a guest too. She's got a little car.
I'm literally have double sunglasses on right now.
Oh, that's okay. All right. Everybody, good night.